What is up, guys? Welcome to Legacy TCG. Today we have some Pyramid Playmats that I wanted to talk about. I have a lot of these playmats and I wanted to show you the quality and the differences between the mats, because they have a bunch of different fabric types, and sometimes it can be confusing on what you're actually buying. They do their best to describe what you're getting. They have 6 different characteristics. It's like touch slash feel, ink resilience, thickness, playability, maneuverability, and one other one. But the most important thing for me is how it feels, and then how my cards feel while on that playmat. So today we have Deluxe L.E. Suede. I imagine that L.E. means I don't know, limited edition. I'm not quite sure, but I have two different playmats. Both of them are the same fabric, just different designs. So this one has a Akiza on it with the black rose on the back, right? I prefer to play with the character on the front just because I think the design's better, right? But yeah, so right off the bat, it's very soft. This is a softer fabric. Suede, if you haven't touched suede, imagine a couch with the fabric that when you touch it one way, it kind of changes colors, right? And if you push it back, it'll erase. You know, when you're small, you would make drawings on it, like a happy face or whatever. I'm trying to paint a picture for you. But yeah, so I play it this way because I want the design of this facing towards me. And if I were to say play it this way, fold it in half, right? And then I were to take my cards, the directional grip, or essentially the pile is where the fabric, imagine the fiber standing up, right? If you were to push it one way, it would either flatten or it would stand up, right? So if you go from this side, and if I were to say drag my cards towards me, then I would get resistance going this way because the pile is going that direction, right? So if I wanted to say do on this side, and I were to drag the cards towards me, right? It's very smooth. There's no resistance, right? So that's why I essentially play it this way, right? Because I want this design, right? And I want the cards to be coming towards me very smooth. Because say this is my deck, right? I kind of drag my cards here and then pick them up. Some players don't do that, so maybe you won't care. But personally, for me, that's how I like to play. So another thing that's important for players is how the cards fan out, right? It's oh, this is my grave. Can I see your grave? Yeah, sure. Let me splay it out for you, right? But yeah, so this one is a little bit thinner. They do have this backing that they attach the fabric to, right? So this is not the fabric that they're selling you. It's just something they stitch it to, so that it's not so thin, right? Because this is very thin. There's other playmats that they have, one of the popular ones is called Boneyard, which is a very interesting fabric that I actually did not like initially, but then as I played on it, I was wow, this is amazing. But we're talking about Deluxe L.E. Suede today. So this is the Akiza Black Rose mat. If you know Yu-Gi-Oh, you can play it, half. You can play it 3/4, right? It'll flatten out really nicely, right? The other design I have is with Liliana. So this is magic, right? Right. This one is different because like the design is like smack in the middle, right? And same thing, if I wanted to play with her facing me, sorry, then the pile kind of gets stuck, like dragging towards me, right? It's like, oh, draw, like it's gonna grip it, right? Some players, again, they don't do the dragging stuff, right? They just pick it up, goes right to hand, right? But for me, and how I like to play, I can't use it this way, so I have to get creative. And since the logos are like halfway, I can do it this way, right? The directional pile is going towards that way, right? Towards the skull, right? So if I want to have that feeling while still having the design I like, being able to like see it, then I fold it this direction. That way when I drag it, I still get that very slippery feel. You know, it like glides towards me as I pick it up, and it just feels soft. That's what I want, right? I don't want this thing gripping me. I don't want it to catch my fingers or whatever. But yeah, the designs, they talk about ink resilience. So the graphics are printed on top of the fabric, right? So say if you were to kind of like drag it onto here, they talk about ink resiliency. Some fabrics will be a little bit more raised. So like, say if you were to go like this, it will actually like stop the card. Some do it better than others. Like this one is actually very, it's really good. Like, look, no catch at all. Like, look how many lines there are. There's no catch, right? That's why I really like this this fabric. Not only is it extremely soft, the ink doesn't catch at all. Some of them, if I slightly go like this, I'm afraid I'm gonna pick up the graphic and like move it, right? So you have to be very careful with certain fabrics, certain designs. Those are something you need to think about. But let me see if I can catch it on camera. This pile thing I'm talking about. And get you a closer look. Yeah, you can see like the hairs, right? If you go like this way, it's very smooth. If you go the other way, it's gonna stand up, right? So that is the pile I'm talking about. Overall, Deluxe L.E. Suede is one of my favorite playmats that I have by them. I have like over like 10 different playmats, so I'm gonna go through all of them and then talk about it. That way you can just like look through my videos and then see like, oh, what's Aaron's favorite and why. And you know, some fabrics may suit your taste while it might not suit mine, but that's the cool thing about Pvramid. You know, they have a bunch of different, you know, flavors. Essentially everyone's different, right? So, but for me, the smoothness, how soft it is very appealing. I just like these designs in particular. That's why I grabbed these ones. This is what, $80 plus shipping, so like $90 total. This one was actually a little bit cheaper. It's like $5 cheaper. It's almost the same thing, right? But yeah, Deluxe L.E. Suede. The way they write it, they kind of teach you if you go to their site, pvramid.com, pvramid.com. They tell you like how their description is. It'll say like color name, which they'll call it something, plus the fabric type, Deluxe L.E. Suede, and then plus the design, which is like whatever they call this, right? Yeah, they come up with a creative name. That's just how they organize their things. When I was first getting into it, I had no idea what they were talking about. I just kind of dove straight in and experimented with their stuff. So I have about 10 mats. I will go through all of them. That way, if you are interested in buying like a premium playmat, you have a sense of direction of what you could possibly get without spending the money, right? I spent the money for you, right? Right? It's all right here. But Deluxe L.E. Suede, probably one of my top 3. Yeah, if you guys have any questions, just let me know in the comments. I will most likely get back to you within like 12 hours, 24 hours. But yeah, if you like the content, just make sure to subscribe for more playmat stuff. If you want to watch Yu-Gi-Oh! Edison content, there's also that on my channel. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.